What's up, everybody? Joey here. I'm in my last day of quarantine since I tested positive for coronavirus 19. As a vaccinated person, I was kind of surprised when I found that out, and I figured it was going to be easy, and it wasn't. There was a couple rough days, and I went looking for help online and trying to figure out other people that were having breakthrough cases and what they were going through. And so I got some information to give now that I've been through it and stuff that helped me, and maybe it'll help the next person. So I wanted to just let you know. So first of all, this thing right here, keep this with you, right? I mean, this is the thing that, I was checking nonstop when things started, being rough for me. And the thing that was kind of hard for me was that it went into my chest. So my kids that have had it, other people I know that have had it, only had symptoms like the taste and the smell, or headaches or backaches or a fever or whatever. I had none of that. All I had was the tightness in the chest and the not being able to breathe and the coughing up phlegm and the losing my voice and all up in here. And so tested positive Monday, and really by Wednesday, I knew that there was some unusual tightness in my chest that was making me very nervous, especially after what my dad had gone through and what other people I knew had gone through who got it in their lungs. And so I was getting very nervous, and I think probably there was some psychosomatic stuff involved here. I think I definitely got creeped out by what had happened to my dad, and people talk about genetics and blood type and all that kind of stuff. And I was a little worried that maybe I was more susceptible to the lung issue than others. But either way, it didn't stop. Thursday got harder, and there was ups and downs. There was times during the day when I felt great, or I went out in the sun. It was warm for a couple of those days, and I was just trying to get some sun on me and kind of let it kind of go and relax. But then, the moment I would get back up or move around, I would have, a little bit of lightheadedness, a little tingling in the hands, and still have that real tightness. Now, I never saw this thing dip down below 92 was probably the lowest I saw, 94, 92, but I could make it come back to 96 or 97 by taking some deep breaths and letting the air hang, holding it in like that. So I never felt, I got very close on Thursday night to go into the hospital, but I didn't. And besides that night, I started feeling better. I would say, I did a lot of this, the nasal stuff, kind of to clear that out, to make me feel like that passage was more open. That was relaxing. At night, this stuff was helpful. A little bit of that on the chest, the vapor rub. So this is like a saline nasal mist. You just up into there, and then the Vicks vapor rub, that was helpful. Kept taking my temp to make sure that I was good there. Everybody talks about the vitamins, the D, the C, and the zinc, which comes in a lot of forms, but this is one of the ones that a friend of mine got us. So the zinc, the C, the D, constantly. Little bit of Mucinex. I would take that kind of as a helpful thing. The baby aspirin, which apparently, is supposed to help with like clotting that some people are getting when they get coronavirus. And then I think this was probably the number one thing that made me feel better. And I didn't start taking this until Friday. I was taking like Dayquil or NyQuil or other kind of cold medicines, but then I tried one of these, and I felt like this, either it was just the timing of it that kind of worked out, or it was this. But that stuff there, the Alka-Seltzer, cough and cold, fizzy stuff, that really kind of started opening things up for me, and I started feeling a lot better. And so, and I felt like it would come and go as I would take it. So I think that was something that really kind of helped me stay open in the upper chest and that area and stuff. So, but after about Saturday, and going into Sunday, I still had the cough. I still have the cough. I mean, I could talking about it makes me feel like I have the cough, but I still have the cough. I still have this, kind of feeling in the throat. But after Saturday, which would have been like my 6th day since my positive test, that's when I wasn't worried anymore. I didn't feel the tightness that was making me nervous, because that tightness, the real question is like, how tight is too tight? When is it too tight and you should go to the hospital? You don't know. That's a weird feeling to get, and I feel awful for people that go further. I probably was at the 10-15% tightness level, and I'm sure people that are in the hospital are probably at the 50% level, and I can't imagine how difficult that is. So I would just say, if you feel that tightness and you have it and you're dealing with it like I did, try this stuff. I think it was helpful. Just, put this stuff up your nose, let it run down the back of your throat, breathe it in, do a little Vicks at night. And thank you to the people that gave me their advice. Thank you to the folks, that helped me out. The only actual thing I took that was a prescription was prednisone, which is a steroid that helps with the lung inflammation. And so the prednisone, I actually started taking that Saturday. So, that sort of came right after I felt like I cleared the hurdle of Thursday and Friday with the real tightness. So it may have helped me a lot since it hasn't come back. So it may have been something that was really helpful, because the chest tightness has not come back. But I don't know for sure about that. I'm going to finish it out just to make sure that I follow the prescription. But I do think that this stuff seems like, timing wise, I took this Friday, and that's when things really started getting better. So anyway, that's what I have for you. I mean, obviously, if you're going through it and you're a breakthrough case like I was, where you've already been vaccinated and you're kind of surprised by how tough it is, that's the best I can tell you. So, and I got that from listening to some other people that have been through it too. So hopefully anybody out there that's getting it is really only dealing with some of the other symptoms and not feeling it in your lungs. Or hopefully you're dealing with nothing. But good luck with it. Hopefully this thing is over soon. It sucks. And hopefully this is helpful to you. Take care.